It's about 6:30, 7 maybe at night, and someone on Facebook said, I gotta try the orange sauce at La Victoria Taqueria. I am here. It was only like less than a half a mile to walk here, and I made it. So, awesome. Someone's honking at me, I think. Anyway, time to eat some orange sauce and tacos. Good morning, everyone. I'm here in the hotel room, just landed in California, out for a day. Speaking tomorrow, but what I'm going to do right now, I think I'm going to Neptune Aquatics, going to poke around there, see if they'll let me film, see what I can do. It's only about a 15-minute walk, so I'm going to walk there. Beautiful day outside, and left the rainy weather of Seattle, came to nice weather. I'm not even going to wear my jacket, so we'll see what kind of trouble I get into today. Alright, we're inside Neptune Aquatics. Lots of salt water, lots of fresh water. Ready to get started. There's salt water right here. Kind of amazing. I'm going to go through kind of quick, so there's a lot of stores I'm going to visit today, so. Goby. And plate coral, I believe. A lot of clowns. It's funny how it shows up on camera. It looks a lot different in person. And they have a Kessel-lit system. Dragonstone, it's like ranunculus. That's what that plant is right there. With some rainbows, and it looks like an FX4, FX6 on there. Looks like it's just replanted, because it hasn't grown in yet at all. Cool stickers. Let's see if I can get me one of those. Another display with Kessel setup. We've got Hydrocolla triparta is what's there, and then I'm not sure what the plant behind it is, but looks like they're injecting CO2, running a flue ball filter. Next up over here, it's kind of a jungle going. We've got a lot of the duckweed kind of caught and stuff, and then they've got my nemesis, bladderwort. That's never fun. But more Kessel lights. Looks like a Buse carpet here. Not carpet, but kind of a grove. And it's that Sunset Hydro back there, I think. Just running low with the, or, down at the moment. Looks like a new, not a new setup, just a Blackwater setup. This is a fun setup. You can see me in the reflection, but it's super dark water, or black water. And it's got orchids and stuff off the top. And then all the lighting is coming in, so it's more like it'd be built into your house or something. It's pretty sweet, actually. And you can see, well, hopefully you can see here, there's some discus in here. But they probably just love it, honestly. They look pretty cool. And they're running the sand I like. It's another bonus. Another little Kessel-powered tank running Stargainer pens. Maybe Hydro compacta, branchwood, ceru stone. Lots of tanks for sale. Ooh, there's some shirts up there. Kind of a big warehouse. I bet it costs $1 billion to heat this place. Let me try and find. All right, well, here's some. It's like fresh water. Running the new diurnal plants. I always want to see if they have pink flamingo, because that's one that sells out every time. Oh, they do have some, yep. Shrimp. Looks like blue and red Rileys. Thai micro crabs in here somewhere. Not seeing any. Well, I just got done with Genki Koi, which is kind of cool. I found some stuff I might order. Took a bunch of pictures. If you guys aren't following me on Instagram and Twitter and stuff like that, that's where all that content's gonna go. it's a little awkward when you want to talk to actually talk to people and film at the same time. So I shot a bunch of pictures, talked, it was fun. Now I'm waiting for Uber to show up so I can go check out the Egyptian Museum. And as you can see here, I'm at the firing range apparently. And yeah, it was kind of the, I guess, warehouse district is where this like bigger koi place was. I don't know if it's bigger, but koi place for sure. So I'm gonna Uber over to the Egyptian place and then try and find some food because nothing's close. So that's where I'm going now. It's a mystery. I don't know where I'm gonna end up.
I mean, it makes sense why she's mean, because, like, they're really mean to her. Like, watch what happens when I try to feed her. She's just like, I'm
it's
so
a self-cloning
hungry.
crayfish? The
Yeah,
marker?
it is, yeah. I think if the Palafina weren't such jerks to her, she'd be fine, but...
I'm more not freaked out, but normal Betta splendens with Palafina. I'd never thought to do that.
Yeah, it kind of works. Here. Go over here.
Gotta bribe him.
Go over here. Go, come on. See? And then this is always a struggle. Okay, I'm gonna try and, like, get it down to her. Oh, that's why. Look, he's got it.
What a bunch of jerks.
They really are. She tries to grab, like, 2 pellets at a time and run away.
Yeah?
But yeah, anyway, this is the tank that needs a makeover desperately.
I see.
So, it's being underutilized. It used to have like a ton of Java moss and Java fern and all that stuff, but someone ate them all.
Yes.
But I don't know, I still like lots of wooden tanks, and I don't know what to do with her, so I might have to take her to PCCA.
Uh-oh.
She's so
Might
cool.
be moving
though.
out.
I know, she's so cool though. And then it's like the Betta, Palafina, and them, they're all beat up, not just from her either, they beat each other up a lot, so I need like a ton of cover.
Yeah.
I need to get rid of a bunch of them. Not get rid, I need to send a bunch of them to show auctions and spread them around the hobby more.
And these red, did you breed them?
Oh my gosh, yeah, they are old. I think they're pushing 5.
Wow.
That's why they look old. They and they constantly fight each other too. So that's why their fins are torn, and so that's why I say, like, you can keep them together. So these spawn sisters have never been separated, but they still beat each other up.
Yeah.
So, oh my gosh, they look horrible. Don't, like, focus too much on them.
They're fine.
Yeah, this tank needs a makeover.
We actually have light down here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the one thing that has light.
There's a decent amount of Achilles in here. Gardner Eye Golds.
Yep, lots of Gardner Eye Golds.
Are you pulling spawning wafts to do that?
Yeah, and then I just hatched a bunch of them at once. I probably hatched too many.
Everyone at home would be saying, you can't hatch too many, but you definitely can.
You definitely can.
Like, because there's not that many homes for them.
Yeah, so I'll take some of them to PCCA tonight too, just in lots of 5 or 6, I think.
Is that the Betta food? Addison's Betta food? Is that what that is?
No, it's a mixture of stuff. Here, Biofish, New Life Spectrum, this Azu stuff. I like mix it together and aliquot it into here, so I open the original bottles as little as possible.
Sure.
And I keep them in my cooler back here.
That cooler's cool. Is that not meant for... Because, like, I have a wine cooler. That looks way more scientific.
No, it's a wine cooler.
Oh.
I got it off Craigslist for $40, brand new. So that's the good thing about the Bay Area is, like,
Everything.
it's a buyer's market. Like, it's awesome. And then these guys are more killifish. It's darker because that wood just will not stop shedding tannins.
Probably never will. It's Malaysian wood.
Yeah. So. Yeah. This is Gardner Eye Rayfield. I already, like, took 15 of them out.
Wow.
And I still have so many, so. But I want to...
How do you like the, like, saran wrap tops? Well, no, I asked because it's a legit thing. So like,
okay.
I can appreciate everything. So my question is, it's always a technical question. Does any of the condensation go on the outside of the tank, or does it all stay on the inside?
Oh, it all stays on the inside.
Because I'd be afraid somehow it would like build right here, then drip down. Not afraid, but I would just assume.
No. It's never done. Occasionally on the tank, you'll see like drips like that, but that's because I'll seal it. Like I'll put a drop of water, seal it, and then do that. If I want a tight seal. But other than that, water never leaves the tank.
Is this normal saran wrap?
It's just regular old saran wrap.
All right.
So.
That's kind of awesome.
I don't know. I want to make like nice tops, but I always forget what material it is, and then I forget to go to Home Depot and to measure the tank lids and all that stuff. But that's definitely on the to-do list, is to make nicer looking tops. So.
And then for this rack, looks like the 4 foot by 2 foot rack. And did you put plywood? Is that what went down?
Yeah. There's if you can see it under here too.
Oh yeah, so the metal racking and then the plywood on top.
Yeah.
That worked out pretty good.
Yeah, it worked out real nice. 1/4 inch plywood, had Home Depot cut it. It was like the subflooring. And then I just painted it out in the parking lot.
Oh man.
I'm sure everyone was like, what are you doing? It's like, I'm just building stuff. I also built this, like, this, I don't know.
Stand, I guess? Like
Yeah.
Riser, I guess, might be
Yeah,
the
a
right term?
riser, because I hate not being able to see to my tanks. And I built this out of scrap wood from my summer camp job at Galileo. I was the catapult instructor.
Catapult instructor.
So we had a bunch of extra wood. And so I did that. And then, and my air pump's in here.
Yeah.
And then it's like the right size so I can see it. I also hate like being on a step stool and stuff, so this is a nice height for me. And then I built this too for the Betta jars.
I like
the
that.
same thing. I was going to paint it, and then it just I never got around to it. So
my question will be this: why did we choose like to overlap a little bit on the jars? Because if I was building that, I'd think like, if I go to the bottom, we'll never see them.
I mean, part of it was easy because it was 6 inches, so the base of this is 6 inches.
Oh,
so it's easy to have a
cubes?
cut 6 inches. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the real explanation why, because it was 6 by 6. Okay. And then I also like it because I'm basically partially carding my fish, so the fish can interact with one another through this like 1 inch space.
That's what I suspected was the answer, but
no, that was like a happy coincidence.
Okay. I was like, that's smart, because I know you told me that in the past, that like you could do the cards and they'd only be like, you leave a little gap so you get to see each other every once in a while, because if this bed is not like right here,
yeah,
this is there you go.
Yeah,
because it has to be, both of them have to be at the right time, and so they will flare but then break it up after a while.
No, that was just a happy coincidence. And yeah, I can still flare train by taking out all the cards and all that. So because it's like, oh my gosh, there's a new one.
That's right.
So. Oh yeah, and then here's the heating thing that you wanted to see.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, I'm still getting over my cough. The flex swap, I guess. Yeah. And so I just cut it. These racks are 4 feet. And so this is 3 feet for this. I wanted to have space for a 5-gallon on this side for my
And was this all one rack? Like, so it would have been stacked on top, or do you have to buy 2 racks? So that worked out good.
Yeah, all one. Yeah, exactly.
How much does a flex strip cost? Like, let's say someone at home wants to set up this setup. How much does that flex strippy stuff cost, roughly? Is someone calling me?
It's not that expensive, but the shipping sucks. So I forget how much it is.
Like, if you just had to guess, like under $50?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm.
Because I've never bought it before.
I'm like super frugal, so like.
All right.
But yeah, shipping is like ridiculous. It's like, it was a lot. I didn't like it. But anyway, if you're gonna buy it, like buy as much as you think you're ever gonna need, so you don't have to go through shipping.
Does it come like in rolls then?
Yeah, so I'll show you a bunch of my extra flex line. So here, this is gonna spring. This is like the wide one.
Okay, because I was like, that looks pretty wide.
Yeah. So you can get the thin one. There's 4-inch and 1 foot, and I use the 1 foot for tanks. So these guys are sitting on 1 foot.
That's kind of awesome.
And these 6-gallon tanks are 1 foot by 1 foot, like their dimension, 1-1.
Did those ones come from my store by any chance?
Yes.
I still, I wish I'd never sold them. Because they're awesome.
Tanks, yeah.
And I can't get them anymore.
Yeah. Remember Daddy, in the video
Oh, yeah.
with Hank? He's like, I want some of those.
Mm-hmm.
These are his tanks.
Because I bought all they had of these because I was like, these are amazing. But they were getting rid of them because they couldn't sell them.
They're amazing.
And I think I bought 36 of them and they sold really fast.
They're good tanks. For small fish and
Mm-hmm.
and if you were to aquascape, mine aren't. They're currently black water for licorice gouramis. So.
Do you run the water level down low so they can get that? Don't they say they need a breath of humid air when they breed and stuff like that?
Yeah, and I do that on all my tanks. And all my fish are jumpers too. I don't want them to be able to have a lot of speed when they hit the top of the tank. So.
I guess.
Yeah.
That's interesting because the plastic's more forgiving than the glass would be too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like the glass though because this inadvertently became a nice little working area, a shelf. Don't put anything too heavy on there, but the glass on these things is heavy duty.
So with these,
tanks. Oh yeah.
you just do they supply wiring kits, or you just gotta go buy wire?
Here you go. You get these. Hold on. So these are the things you need. You get. Oh, I have a video on it too.
Oh well, then I'll link to that in the video. If this makes the video, I'll link to that video.
Yeah. But anyway, I get it from Big Apple Herb Supply. I think they have the best price, and you get however much sheeting you need.
Mm-hmm.
You can see you can cut them at 1 foot intervals wherever the circuit is interrupted. Somewhere.
What that dot is maybe?
Where is it? I forget where you can cut it. Anyway, it's wherever the circuit's interrupted.
Sure.
Yeah, it must be the. No, it's not the dot. That's I wonder if you could just. Yeah, they changed the style a couple of times. I think you could cut it anywhere here, actually. So this one is finer gradations.
Right.
Look in here. Here's
Wow.
some smaller stuff. Yeah, this is all my storage. So let's make a big mess.
Oh wow! Here's the.
Yeah, there's the clip. So this one's already assembled. I kind of don't want to open that one.
Yeah, don't make a mess. I'm just.
Here's the newer version of the 1 foot. So this or the 4-inch. So you can cut
so
it
that one definitely
like that.
has marking and everything.
Which is
And
why I'm confused looking at
how many
it.
watts go into these things?
I don't know.
You don't know? Do these
You
work?
can look it up online. I forget.
Can it heat larger tanks too?
Yeah, it heats these tanks.
Well,
And-
those are so let's say a 30-gallon tank. Would you still put it on there and would it do okay, or would it just be oh, it's barely doing anything?
I don't know. I've never tried it. I don't know. I don't know what it is for when they use it for snakes. And stuff.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't know. I feel like that's a lot of belly heat, and that's very close.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So I don't know. I was surprised when it worked for the tanks, and it's awesome because they're all wired into one thermostat, and then so it keeps them all. Yeah, and I have it down here too. So.
Nice.
Sorry.
It's all right.
Mess, but, I didn't have enough of the 4-inch strip. I would have preferred that, but I just have it on the back here, and then it keeps this bottom shelf warm. There's a layer of warm air here.
And so you choose to only put on a little bit so it doesn't overheat them? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, because these fish, I don't want them at 80. I want it to be more 76, 77. Because before that, these tanks were super cold. But then I wanted to raise my fry down here. So I added a heating element back there that would keep this. And if you put your hand here, it's warm. Just like, see?
Mm-hmm. That's interesting stuff. And so this middle row, you didn't put the heat strip because you got heaters.
Yeah. Well, like the wild Betta rubra want to stay cooler.
Mm-hmm.
And then here's a ton more rubra, and then here's Gardner eye. Like, no point, these fish. They like to be cooler. But then the domestic splendens want to be.
Are all those from the same spawn?
Yeah, all
So just
CPPK.
some are like, runts?
Yeah, I am not sure how I feel about this spawn yet. They're in the ugly stage right now. They're looking like small fish, but they haven't blossomed yet into what they're going to look like as adult fish. And a few of them I'm kind of concerned.
Do you have the parents of these fish?
Yeah, they're it's this lady and then this male here.
And is she, what, crown tail female?
Mm-hmm. Short
Yeah.
fin crown tail.
And then which male? This one up here?
This big one, yeah.
Big old bubble nest.
Yeah.
And then, so did you spawn them in that tank down there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
The water level was down here, and then I
Oh.
just slowly raised it.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, yeah, they're doing well. I really like this system. It and then here, these are unheated because I have like I use jars to also spawn my U.S. native pygmy fish, and they like it cooler.
Wow.
And then this is just a random jar of the 2 bibitatum killifish actually hatched.
Right.
And then a random wild Betta that I think might be a hybrid now. I got him. I bought him as a Mahachai, but I don't think he's Mahachai anymore. And then just my big old Gardner eye male. I tried to put him back with his sons and daughters a couple times, and he just mopes. Like, he does not like being there with them. But in his own jar, he's like king.
Yeah. And so in a perfect world where you're not overworked, how often would you change these containers? Because I've seen you do it in a video before, but...
Yeah. Actually, I changed my system a little bit. Since I put them in here, I've been doing partial water changes.
Oh.
Like siphoning, like pretending they're all little tanks. And,
Are these 1 gallon is what these are?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I really like having all the plants in there, too.
Mm-hmm.
So, in a perfect world, I'd do it, like, I don't know, 50% once a week or something.
Uh-huh.
So, I should probably test it and see if I even need to,
Right.
you know? They're really hardy, and sometimes they go a couple weeks without needing anything. And
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Do you have to ship these containers, or do you have a local source for them?
Oh, I bought a big box of them.
Because they
and
don't
had
ship
them
very
shipped.
well. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was like $32 for a dozen.
That doesn't
shipped
seem too bad.
with lids. Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah.
too bad.
Because I might have to do this.
Yeah, I liked it. It works out well, and the fish are happy.
Mm-hmm.
And by what I think of as happy, they're like full-bodied and good. I checked for their fins and scales, and
Good enough to compete.
yeah, and they're, you know, like we were talking about last night. All the males have bubble nests.
Mm-hmm.
She builds bubble nests sometimes too, which is hilarious. Only
I
thing,
didn't know females could do that.
oh my gosh, I've had females, my crown tail double tails. They just, all the females from that line would build their own nests and put their eggs up in the nest
Huh.
and take care of their own eggs for like 2 or 3 days, and then they would be infertile and then eat their eggs. And they did that every week, and it was so weird. I've only had it in those weird crown tail double tails though.
Wow.
So, the only thing with these crown tail, short fin crown tail placots is that they are prone to tumors. So look at this guy. There's something about the metallic in these guys.
Oh, yeah, like right on the top of him.
And it sucks because, I mean, he's gorgeous, and then he's got this massive tumor. You know?
Mm-hmm.
It seems like a lot of metallic bettas have, you know, and then when they're really old, this lady is for show Betta, she's old. She's 4. She's like 3.5.
Mm-hmm.
For they start to get metallic coverage over their eye.
Oh yeah.
You know, so I love the look of metallic. It's my favorite color. But unfortunately, they
got bad genes.
Yeah, there's
until
something.
someone recreates it or something.
Yeah, there's something about the concentration of pigmentation in their scales that makes them prone to cancer. Unfortunately, but
Looks like some awards.
oh yeah.
Best
See,
female.
it's that guy before he got a tumor.
Oh, so that's the fish right
Yep.
there before it got a tumor.
Look at that beautiful
Yeah.
metallic coverage all over his face and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That was a crown-tail, double-tail female, my first IBC convention, 2013. That was fun.
It's a long time ago now.
Is it?
4 years.
And then look at, I got on the cover of Flare.
Did you? I've never even heard of
Long
that
time
magazine.
ago.
Well, is it a magazine or is it a newsletter?
It's a magazine for International Betta Congress.
Wow. Do they actually send it out in the U.S.?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I just get electronically now, but had to have my
Yeah.
fish there.
That's
and
pretty
then
neat.
The top one my friend made. He's also a researcher at UCSF, and he used their laser cutter to do some artwork. And then I got the paintings. A breeder in Australia painted those, and I got them at the last convention I went to in an auction. That was like the one thing I wanted to leave that convention with, was those things. And I was like, $50, and like,
Did you?
I don't remember how much I spent
Okay, I
on
was
them.
like,
I don't want to remember.
yeah. I was a lot of times like $50 doesn't seem like that much.
Yeah, I don't want to remember.
Yeah, I can understand that. I paid a lot for art as well. One of a kind
it's
things.
like a crown tail theme, except for the plakat.
Yeah.
I really like crown tails. I would have long fin crown tails if they didn't curl up.
This is the perfect shrimp tank. You have to get shrimp
I
in
know.
here.
Whenever you said you should make it a shrimp tank, I was like, oh, duh, that would be the perfect.
I mean, normally I tell people bigger tanks, but you're already well seasoned in managing 1 gallon containers, so like this is easy mode for you.
Like, I don't know how long I've had that tank established either. Like, this tank I've carried, this is one of the ones I carried from Washington.
Wow.
Like, when I first moved down here, I literally, like, it's been everything. It's been a terrarium, it's been a fish tank.
Arowana tank.
Oh, it's been set up for years, and like, look, can you explain this? So this is narrowleaf Java fern, but it's like tiny.
I can't explain why it's staying so dwarf.
It's cool. Like, I like it. Link. Oh no! There it goes. Nom nom. He's so cute.
So vicious.
So tiny. Oh, you want to see vicious? Oh my gosh! Here we go. I'm gonna give him a worm.
A worm, huh? What kind of worm?
A red wiggler.
I see.
So this is the white worm culture from Great Sage, and has become it's just a madhouse of other organisms too, which is cool. But look at all those red wigglers.
Oh wow, I see you red and the microworms and the white worms or whatever all in the same?
And their springtails too.
Huh.
I did not pay for any of the other stuff.
That's
and the
pretty
red
awesome.
wigglers only eat the ground up chicken feed. They don't eat the I have cat food on this side.
Interesting.
You can see the white worms prefer that one too, but it's really hard to collect off of this, and so I do both. This one's easy to collect from. But anyway, here, ready for savage?
Oh yeah, I'm ready for savagery.
Ooh.
Oh, he likes it. You can tell.
Ooh. Okay.
That's funny.
All right, don't get hit. That one might have been too big. Oh god, it's hard to watch. Oh,
You made 2 worms.
yeah.
Fish you gotta eat.
I know.
That's the problem with keeping predators. Everyone always freaks out. It's like, well, you own a predator. They prey on stuff.
Yep.
Will he eat some dry foods and stuff too, or?
I haven't tried. I have so many, like, different kinds of food that he doesn't have to.
Mm-hmm.
Look, he's just gonna, like, leave it now.
Oh, he's going. I just ate a snail too.
He eats snails, red worms, or red wigglers, white worms, frozen thawed brine shrimp with vitamins. Oh, I also have, like, chopped up frozen mussels and shrimp with the shell on and stuff like that.
So it's about midnight. I'm back in the hotel and had a great day. I think the talk went okay. Thank you for the PCCA for having me out. Thank you for all the fans that showed up. 2 different aquarium co-op shirts were there. Sam, which is the Fish Life on YouTube, brought me soda, butterscotch root beer, and then they made me and I'm just gonna show you an entire bag of cookies that I get to take home. I've already eaten some of one. I'm gonna eat some more right now. And then another fan brought me a sweet puffer shirt. That's gonna be rad. And then also brought me some old-fashioned maple donuts. I'm gonna eat some of that too. And in general, really good trip. I had a really good time. And I saw the cool part was a lot of people showed up. Kind of because I was there, so that was cool, and we got the club some new members, which was amazing. Like that, the fact that they come to see me, but then they stick around to join that club means they're really going to become hobbyists, and that meant a lot to me. So, had a good time. I'm really feeling good about doing this outreach, going to clubs, that type of thing. There's 2 other club coordinators there, and they want to schedule me, so we're gonna try and make that happen, hopefully. And yeah, really enjoying what I'm doing here. So the direction it's taken me. Enjoyable, and thank you guys for that, because without you guys supporting what the aquarium co-op does, I wouldn't be able to do this, because they pay for my flight, but it's essentially I wasn't able to work for 3 days, and so but it worked out well. I'm glad. So alright, well, I'm gonna finish eating and start checking in and getting ready for my flight tomorrow morning, and hopefully get a shower and back to work. So thanks for hanging out, and hopefully I come to a city near you. Talk go on.